Hi, everyone. It is your girl, Kimberly, and it is our weekly edition of our Dream Session Thursdays. And I feel like I am basically walking you all through kind of what I am going through as I am working towards my big goals and dreams and the vision that the Lord has given me. And so, just wanting to share some tips and maybe give a little advice or just give something that will help you get one step closer to your goal and dream as well. And so, my question to you this week, because this is really me, right? It's really me. Like it affects me right now. But the question is, what do you do when you have so much going on? And it just feels like you can't get closer to your goal or dream, or you just have so much happening in your life right now, and you're like, how in the world am I going to achieve this goal, achieve this dream, and get closer to the vision? And I feel like I'm talking to myself right now because man, my life right now is like one big ball of craziness. Okay, there's so much happening, so much going on, and just all kinds of stuff. And so what I like to do is, when I feel that way and just like, oh my gosh, like there's so much happening, my next step or my next question to me is, okay, what's the next best thing that I can do? Because I might have had planned to do this much this week on my goal and dream, but it's not gonna happen because I got this much happening in my life, right? This much craziness happening in my life. But what is the next best step that I can take right now to get me one step closer to my goal or dream? It might be as simple as making a phone call. That's it, making a phone call, connecting someone. It might be as simple as reading an article off the internet. It might be as simple as watching a quick training video. It might be as simple as, you know, I don't know, cleaning out my house or something, right? Whatever your goal is, what can bring you one step closer to it? But what's the next best step? Okay, the next best step. But then you also have to look at, okay, what are you saying yes to? Because sometimes we create the craziness in our lives because we say yes to so much stuff. We say yes to everything. Someone asks us, oh, can you do this? Oh, sure, I can do it. Okay, can you pick this up for me? Yes. Oh, I'll do that. Okay, can you do this? Yes, I can do it. And before you know it, we've created the chaos and the craziness in our lives when if we would have said no, we would have been able to control a little more of taming the craziness, right? Because we said no, we've left room for other things. So sometimes we have to get good at saying yes to the best answer and saying no to the good. Even though it's good, like this, that's great, but it's not the best, especially when you're in a season of your life where everything is just chaotic and just everything's happening with the kids, with your spouse, with your job, with anything, right? Your business, everything is just like, ah. Sometimes we got to get good at saying no to the good answers so that we can say yes to the best answer that's going to support us, the best answer that's going to move us forward, the best answer that is going to be the right answer for what we're trying to achieve in our life. And a lot of times we say yes to things that have nothing to do with anything at all, what we're trying to do, right? So for me, when it's chaotic and it's crazy, I have to think, okay, I still have to work towards my goal. I still have to work towards my dream because I can't put that to the side because life is crazy. Because even a little step gets you closer than no step at all, right? So taking a little step gets you one step closer. If your goal is to buy a house, and if you decide to just put it on the back burner, it'll be a year from now and you're still like, okay, I want to buy a house, and you haven't even moved forward to buying a house, right? Or if your goal is to take your family on a vacation to Disney and you're like, okay, I'm gonna just put it on the back burner right now because life is crazy and stuff. Well, guess what ends up happening? You start pushing that deadline back even further because you're not even working on it at all right now. So if you can take one little step, you get a little closer than not taking any step at all. Okay. So I'm always trying to figure out, okay, what's the best step I can take right now? Even though I have to do all of this over here and I have all of this happening over here and this is happening here and crazy, crazy, right? What's the best step that I can take right now to get me one step closer to my goal and dream? And if you take a little step now, and then a little step tomorrow, and then a little step the next day, and a little step the next day, you look back and you're like, wow, like I'm taking pretty big steps because those little steps add up, right? They add up. But if you choose and make the decision, my life is too crazy, I'm not going to do anything towards my goal, I'm not going to do anything towards my vision, my dream, then when you look back, you're in the same place you were before because you decided, and you get to choose, you get to decide, you decided to do nothing. Okay. So let's not let that be you. And let's make the decision to not do anything, but make the decision that when life is crazy and chaotic, to still do just a little bit to get one step closer to the goal, one step closer to the vision, one step closer to the dream, so that when you do look back, okay, when you do look to see how far you've actually come a long ways. Okay. All right. I hope that helped you. Have a great evening. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying these. I am enjoying these because I'm really talking to myself, is who I'm talking to, and telling myself you still got to take one step closer, right? To get closer to your goal and dream. All right, you guys, thank you so much.